A question that we got a lot was, if you were a little bit of a late bloomer, your scores weren't as good your freshman and sophomore year of high school, but in your junior and senior years it's really picked up and you want to go to a more selective institution, what can you do to communicate that you're now a far more mature student and, you know what, you might succeed at a more selective school?
Well, first you can show that. You can show that by having higher grades. And teacher recommendations can be extremely helpful in this, particularly if it's a teacher that you had sophomore year and then you perhaps have again junior year or senior year, that can really validate the growth that a student has shown in a particular area. But also sometimes students have events that happen in their life that cause them to do not so well at certain times, and this can be explained. There's actually a section on the Common Application called the Additional Information section, and that can be a place where a student can, in a paragraph or two, can explain certain circumstances or just explain that they have grown and changed. Some of my students who have attention deficit hyperactivity disorder are not diagnosed until maybe sophomore year or something, and they will begin taking a medication or having some counseling, and the grades will suddenly improve. It can be very helpful to colleges to have that information so that they can consider a student's application within that context.
But it's also, along those lines, it's really important for parents to communicate to guidance counselors what has been going on in the family. Because a lot of times students just kind of keep all that information to themselves. So if a parent can go into the guidance counselor and explain the circumstances and also perhaps reiterate that Johnny has, look at the trajectory of Johnny's grades, they've really gone up, that will help the guidance counselor focus his or her attention on this growth.